Hello there.
Hello, the troopers, and welcome back to General Kenobi's Bunker. Thank you so much for joining me here on another episode of The High Ground. We got a special guest tonight, but hold your horses, all right? Before we get to him, uh, let me welcome you. I hope that you are having an awesome Wednesday night. I hope that the first half of your work week has been amazing. And if it hasn't been, the weekend's almost here. All right. So just hold on tight. We're almost there. All right. I can almost taste it. So, once again, thank you so much for joining me here on a fine Wednesday night on another episode of The High Ground. And today, we are continuing with our guest here, coming back, to this format of the show, which I enjoy a lot. I've always said it, and I'll say it again. The best part of the YouTube has been, the community. Uh, Meeting awesome people, getting more into the hobby, uh, getting enabled. I'm not gonna lie, that also helps. To us, um, how do you call it? Appease, the doubt of buying some new stuff. But but anyway, so today we got a special guest that he is basically going for the world record of toy hunts in a single day. All right, and I'm pretty sure he already holds the record. He just probably hasn't realized it yet. But amazing toy hunter, amazing collector, amazing member of the community, super nice guy. I think you already know who I'm talking about. In case you haven't seen the thumbnail, which I don't know why you wouldn't, his link is pinned here in the chat. Also, please go check out our man, the myth, the legend, the freaking machine is here with us. Coming in, the man collects. Welcome, brother. How's it going, man?
Oh man, after the introduction, I feel like I got something to live up to on here now.
Hey man, I am not kidding, dude. Well, first of all, let's do with the pleasantries. Thank you so much for joining us here, man. I appreciate you coming in and chatting with us here on Wednesday. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's been a long time since I've seen somebody be so consistent, so prolific when it comes to toy hunting. All right. And let me tell you right off the bat, it is refreshing, okay? Because sometimes I feel like I struggle just to put out one hunt a week. I feel like life gets in the way, or however that saying goes. But so kudos, right off the bat to you for being so consistent, for putting out such great content. Once again, chat, his channel is pinned here on the top of the chat. So that is his YouTube channel. Go check him out. Go subscribe if you haven't, and check out his hunts. Again, you'll blink, and he probably already posted one just as we were talking. This first few minutes. So
I'm working on it. It's not posted yet.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So, tell you what, we already got some people in the chat. Let me catch up here very quickly. So we got Juan. What's going on, man? Appreciate you, brother. Left his message last night at 10:30. So somebody's ahead of the curve. Thank you for that. Josue, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. Like I said, guys, this is the link for the Man Collects YouTube channel. So please go check it out. It is pinned right here on top of the chat. So do me a favor, just all you got to do is click on it. And then there's another little button that says subscribe, and you're good to go. All right. We got our previous week's guest, Rex. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. Guys, if you haven't, definitely go check out last week's episode with Rex from Millennium Workshop. Amazing creator. His helmets are like top notch. So definitely go check out that episode. Check him out here on YouTube as well and on Instagram. He posts some really nice pictures of his creations. We got our brother Daniel, the Legacy of Nerd. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. We also got Chris. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here, man. Thanks. You got Pop, the Bounty Collector. Hey, let's do this. Rolando, our multiversal mod that is in basically every stream at every time for everybody. Again, I'm pretty sure he has like 48 clones, doing his work. But thank you, Rolando. We appreciate you. And thank you for all the hard work you do for all of us content creators, man. Thanks. We got LeBron. Hello, everybody. Appreciate you, man. How's it going, brother? Rolando already saying hi to the chat here. So thank you. Again, guys, just a quick reminder. The Man Collects YouTube channel is pinned here in the chat all the way to the top. All you got to do is click on it. That's it. Oh, and then subscribe, and then you're good to go. All right. So um, let's get started from the beginning. All right. Um, let's talk about, you know, did you did you enjoy toys when you were a kid? Actually,
Oh yes, very much so.
something. Yeah.
I
So,
still got actually a whole lot of the ones I still had as a kid.
oh, I love that.
And like obviously we're talking in the back here before we go. This is my first YouTube experience in my new man cave. I don't have
Yeah.
anything in it yet except for computer monitors and a desk here. But like
There
I
you
said,
go.
I'm debuting. It's not finished as everybody can see back here. Don't judge me. I'll get that looking pretty here for too long. But it's
Hey,
debuting here on General Kenobi's bunker.
hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate having a General Kenobi's, exclusive review, of the new Man Cave. And man, I cannot wait to see it. I'm sure it's gonna be dope as hell. So thank you for that. I appreciate you, showing the work in progress. And like I said, I'm sure it's gonna look just amazing. So going back, do you remember if you had like a favorite line, of toys when you were a kid?
My favorite stuff. The first thing I ever got obsessed with, big time, was Ninja Turtles back in the day.
Nice.
Loved the cartoon, and I didn't really realize, I guess, how spoiled I was as a kid until I get older now. And I didn't know back then. You couldn't go online and get a figure list of every figure, but
Right.
you go look down. It's like, I've got that. I've got that. I've got that. I've got that. But
Very nice.
I got into that big time, and then it just escalated from there. After Turtles, I discovered comic books, started getting in, Toy Biz, started putting out the Marvel Comics figures back in the '90s,
Beautiful. Yep.
superpowers, all that good stuff, and it's just grown and grown and grown to the point that I had to buy an extra building to put outside my house to hold everything. So,
That's awesome. That is every collector dream, to have their own building, basically. Although I'll be honest with you, it's just never enough, right?
no, that's what I'm thinking. I probably right now I'm okay. Talk to me again in about 3 or 4 months, and I'll probably
Yep.
build an extension onto the side over here. So.
Love it. Yeah, I hear you. I feel you on that one totally. Um, so you were into the toys, right? From the get go, let's say, right, from your childhood. Um, how did it go on your teen years? I think it's a very common, thing for a lot of collectors, myself included, that we kind of, let off the steam on our collecting, on our, toy shopping, right? If you want to call it that back then. Was there a point, when you're like, yeah, you know what, maybe when you got to high school or something like that, that you're like, you know what, this is for kids, right? I'm not gonna keep going with this.
I never hit that wall. I got out of it,
Nice.
of course, when I got to be into my teen years. My wife's watching inside the house, so cover your ears, honey. But when I discovered a car and discovered women, they kind of took a
Oh
back
yeah.
seat to collecting. And then until I started getting a good enough job, couldn't really afford it. But I worked at a movie theater from the time I turned
Nice.
16 until probably I was there probably about 10 years. I ran the place when I left, but I
Wow.
started collecting movie posters. And then you had the little Mylar things, the little signs that go over the top of the
Yes.
doors. I've got, I don't know how many of that stuff.
That's
So that's what
awesome.
I collected during that point. Popcorn, like that's why I went so crazy when you had those popcorn buckets.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I've got a
I,
bunch of that stuff from back in the day, and then as I got older, I kind of got back more into the figures. Probably more so. It's not been too long ago, actually. Probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I started getting back into it, pretty hot and heavy.
nice, nice, nice. So was there a line that sort of, kept you going, or that you kind of kept up with, through those years?
Marvel characters, Marvel Legends. I got the little 3 3/4 articulated series. I think that was the precursor to the big legend, the 6 inch
Right.
legends now. I bought those things like crazy. That's probably the line that got me back into actual collecting toys, was
Nice.
those. But from those, and I got into those, I got out of that again. But I would buy stuff selectively. If I was out and saw a character that I liked or something, I would pick it up. I always walked through the toys. I just didn't leave the store with arms full like I do now. So.
There you go. Yeah, right. That's restraint. But let me catch up here with the chat. You guys are on fire. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, Vader's girl, what's going on, Cat? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Rolando dropping the link. So thank you, man. Again, Rolando is our multiversal mod, who's basically everywhere, every time, at all times. That is my kit that seems to have hijacked my wife's phone. So hey, buddy. Um, Rolando again with the links. Appreciate you saying hi. Say hi to Kat. Yes, so that is Vader's Girl, that's Cat YouTube channel. So I would appreciate if you guys go check that out. Remember, guys, we like to help each other around here. So if you see Rolando dropping some links, definitely go check him out. If it's an Instagram, give them a follow. If it's YouTube, subscribe, check out a couple of their videos, leave some comments, all of that good stuff, guys. Let's help each other out around here. Hey, mom, how's it doing? Rolando saying Pop the Bounty Connector also. That is his YouTube channel. Appreciate you, Rolando. Appreciate you dropping LeBron's also. And okay, so this is where I wanted to get to. Rolando's bringing up a good point here. So August 26th, well, you can read it, but I'll say it also. August 26th, 12 p.m. Eastern time, there will be a stream to help out Vader's Girl, I'm sorry, 28, Cat, and it will be on Salacious Rum's channel. So please go check that out. We would greatly appreciate it if you guys can join, if you guys can participate. If nothing else, go watch them for a while. Spread the word. Put it out with your friends, your family. It would be greatly appreciated, guys, if we can get your help in spreading the word. This is the link also for the GoFundMe for Cat. So again, guys, if you're in a position to help, we would greatly appreciate it if you do. So once again, the links are here in the chat. All you got to do is click on them. Thank you, Rolando, for that. And Joey, what's up, man? Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So yeah, the Padawan collector, guys. Just about the craziest, Star Wars collecting channel out there. My man is a legend now in the vintage, Star Wars world. So definitely go check him out if you want to learn anything and everything there is to know about the old Kenner line. So that is his link, by the way, just in case you don't know it. We got the Legacy of Nerds YouTube link as well. Rolando says 3.75 for the win. Absolutely, right? Can't mess with that. Once again, that is my buddies here, Man Collects YouTube channel. And once again, that is also pinned, or should be pinned. Let me double check. Yep, it's there. Pinned to the top of the chat. Mr. Hollywood himself. What's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. Doing some chores, so I'll back for the replay. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for stopping by. And good luck with those chores, man. Rolando saying, posting his actual toy hunts, which Rolando is also about, I would say about the only one that I could compare to the Man Collects here, because Rolando also has, he posts them, his finds on Instagram. And it seems like he hits like 7 stores daily as well. So again, I don't know how you guys do it. Some of that multiverse power, I guess. But yeah, you guys are nuts, and I'm not jealous at all. Rolando dropping Nerd Affiliated's YouTube channel as well, and we got Jaeger 101. What is going on, man? Appreciate you coming in, dude. You've been posting a lot of good stuff. So guys, if you like DC Multiverse and you want to know what's coming down the pipeline before anybody else, you have to follow Jaeger 101 here on YouTube. I've told you guys before, he has this like crazy like shadow network of spies, in China that let him know when stuff is gonna come out. So definitely don't miss that. Okay, definitely go check him out. Okay, so going back to it, we so Marvel is kind of the one that held you up, right? And do you remember which one was the, let's say, your second or even your third line that you're like, you know what? I'm kind of all in on this ones too,
Well, to kind of jump genres a little bit, starting lineup, the old starting lineup figures, I loved those things. Had those and trading cards. That was another thing.
Oh, really?
Baseball cards, anything comic book related, all of that stuff.
Nice.
I got back into that pretty big too, right around the onset of COVID, just before the prices went stupid. So I bought I don't know how many sets of the 1990 Marvel Universe cards. I already had a couple.
Nice.
But I bought my last set. It was $39 for the whole set plus the holograms. Those are
way.
hundreds and up into thousands of dollars now.
I was gonna say, yeah. So
I got that was at a good time. One of the sellers on eBay, the last set I bought, he actually contacted me after that. I was like, "Man, you really got that off me at a good time." I was like, "Yeah, but you would have held on to it."
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wish you would have waited. Even just a couple of months, man. I remember who was doing a video? I think Sentry, the Mad Collector, and he was at a toy show, I believe, and somebody had just some cards, laying down. And he's like, "Oh, check these out. You know, they're the 1991, I think, run." And he's like, "Whoa, like check out those prices." And I was like, I was just floored. Like I was like, "What is going on? Like did cards just like blew up? Like I didn't notice." And so and then he talked about it in another video. I was like, "Dang man, like that it just skyrocketed. It was nuts." So kudos to you that that you got in, right at the perfect timing, honestly. So very very cool. You were sitting on a freaking gold mine, man, there, because yeah, some of those prices just they didn't come back down.
And they were down for so long. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a Comic Images was a company that pumped them out like crazy back in the day, but there was a Punisher card set, Guts and Gunpowder. I don't know what it is valued at now. I paid $5.99 for the set, and then like 2 months later, it was like $250 to get a set of those things. I'm like, wow, I can't
Jeebus.
believe it's like in most things you can see it
Yeah.
trend up. Those things were just going flat, and all of a sudden they
And
shot up
then
like overnight. Man, I could not believe
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's just one of those weird things, right? Well, there were definitely weird times for everything, but yeah, I remember those. Finding out, like I said, as I was watching some of the videos, I was like, wow, like I didn't know that at all. So it just took me by surprise. But so you collect several lines now, and we've seen it in your toy hunt videos, and we were talking, backstage, and the not the funny thing is, but the peculiar thing, right, is that you do not do Star Wars, right? You do not collect Star Wars, and it's probably for the best right now. Honestly, I was just telling the man here that I just came back literally from a toy hunt, and I finally found this guy because I was feeling left out. Instagram, everybody and their mother was posting, it's like, "Oh yeah, I got mine. Oh yeah, I got three. Oh yeah, I got all of them." So I only found this one at my local Target, which is fine. I'll hunt down the second one. But oof, 20.99. I mean, $21 for this. 3.75. I'm like, yeesh. I don't know, guys. It's getting not it's getting dicey out there. So probably
like I
honestly
told
for
you,
the
I
best.
feel sorry for Star Wars collectors. I mean,
Yeah.
stuff looks awesome. I do have a couple of Star Wars things. Actually, I forgot about. I got a couple of Lego sets that aren't here,
Oh,
but
there you go.
I was telling my wife just a little side story here that I was going to be on your show and that you were primarily a Star Wars guy, and I didn't
Yeah.
have anything. So Kelly is very crafty, so she gets online and looks up origami, and she actually made something for me to have on the show tonight.
Oh, no
She
way.
folded a little X-wing here.
X-wing.
Now, one
That
thing
is
I'm going to
awesome.
say, she is very good at this. We have a cat in the house that did knock this thing off. That's why one of the little wings here is a little bent. This thing was perfect till the cat got a hold of it, but she
That
made
looks
that for me to
amazing.
have on the show tonight, so I wouldn't feel out of place.
Oh man, that is so awesome. I appreciate that, man. I feel special now. That's freaking awesome. That's freaking cool. I can't do that, worth the damn. So again, my head's off to her that she's so crafty. So good job on that. That looks amazing. Um, but so going back to your toy hunt, right? What actually got you? Did you start watching somebody else on YouTube, and where you're like, what, I can do better, and did you
I had
decide
no
to?
idea this community existed.
Yeah.
I stumbled upon the YouTube community with this by trying to find reviews for some things that I
Nice.
wanted, and I found like Greg Cook. I found Seth when he was on MCE. Kent Pool collects the big guys,
Yep.
and just started
Absolutely.
watching them. And what got me wanting to try it, when I go through the toy aisle and you hear me rambling on, talking about this or that, and playing with the toys and running into shelves and stuff like that, I was doing that anyways. I just wasn't recording it.
Exactly.
But when Seth, when he left MCE back in January, I thought, this is my time. This is the time.
There you go.
We've got an opening for another, slightly overweight toy hunter to come in and move into it. And just like I said, I just wanted to get out mostly and get into the community and see what was there. And I found, a lot of things I didn't know about your channel. I found you, Yukon Feel. I mean, there's a whole plethora of other stuff and other people to connect with. So it's been great so far. But
Yeah, I'm
as far
glad
as
that you've
thinking
had
I
it.
could do it better, no, I just enjoyed it. And then I wanted to help people because I could watch certain YouTubers that were close to me and
Right.
I could see, okay, I know when this guy finds it, I've got about 3 weeks till it'll show up
There
in
you
my
go.
area. And I
Yeah,
wanted to do that same thing for other people. If they know where I am, where I'm hunting, they can say, okay, I'm 30 minutes from there. They've got what I want.
perfect.
I can go get it. So
That's so awesome. Yeah, that's one of the things because I was doing the same thing, like literally like you just mentioned. I was watching some of the bigger guys, when I first started, or actually before I started, and then again the exact same thing. I was like, man, I'm kind of already doing it. Like I'm kind of already going to these spots and spending half an hour on the toy aisle or something like that. I'm just not recording it, right? So I was like, why don't I? So but again, I said at the beginning of the show and I'll say it again, the community has been the absolute best part of this YouTube journey. um Again, meaning like you mentioned, right? You start off with some of the bigger names, right? But then you realize there's a whole uh army of us, honestly, just out there, right? And trying to help each other out, and which is awesome. It's a very very positive community. We all try to help each other out. Like you said, we all try to give each other a heads up. I think I told you before we came on the live, but OBP Kenobi Relics over on YouTube and Instagram. He just found this guy and the other one. So he was telling me that they had a big stock right at Target, and that he picked up a pair, but he's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna wait, and they'll probably go down to clearance. And as I was telling you, I was like, I don't know that they will. These are getting kind of popular, even as overpriced as they are. But it's stuff like that, right? When somebody gives you, it's like, hey man, I just saw this, heads up, it's coming your way, or might already be there, right? If we're close enough. So I love that about the community. And I just want to share here, guys, real quick. So this is the Man Collects YouTube channel, and my man's doing amazing. All right, you're already past 800 subscribers. Good job, dude. That's amazing. That is freaking cool.
it's growing
Um,
more than I thought it would. I know that.
Awesome, man. Yeah, no, definitely. But guys, so I wanted to show you this because you might think I'm kidding. I'm really not. All right. My man is prolific. Okay. So just these four are from like within a week. All right. And so check this out. This two top rows are 2 weeks. All right. Mine are like 2 months to get like this many videos out. Like seriously. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys. You got plenty of catching up to do if you're just finding out about the Man Collects. Um, he puts out, and they're not 5 minute hunts. Okay. I just want to point that out. These are like real hunts, like out there. I saw you had one that was over an hour not that long ago. Yeah, so this one like 2 days ago, it was just at an hour, right? I think you had, yeah, this one, so 108. So again, guys, you got plenty of stuff to watch, when it comes to the Man Collects, toy hunting. So definitely go check him out. Once again, the link is pinned here in the top of the chat. So we got Jaeger 101 saying, I subscribe to the man
Hey,
who collects. Good job, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Josue is saying, hello, General and all. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man. Stopping by. That is Jaeger's Instagram right there on the chat. Hello there. What's up, Tony from Star Wars Sith? Another great hunter, man. He's been killing it. He just got a life size cutout of Chopper. So it's going to look great in your room. Rolando, not missing a beat, dropping Tony's YouTube channel right there. Millennium Workshop says, the man collects. Do you collect Hot Toys 1/6 scale?
do I know? Do I want to? Yes. I, I look at the Hot Toys. They look great. They've got a lot of good characters. The only thing with that gets me is the price. I have an addictive personality when it comes to this stuff. So if I buy one, I'm going to be spending all my money on those things trying to get them. I came close. I will say I did come close to getting one of them. That was the War Machine with the Punisher armor.
Oh,
Especially
yes.
when I found out the armor was die cast. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But
Yes.
again, I was afraid to go down that rabbit hole. I may end up, one of these days getting some of those. But like I said, unless I want to start sleeping out in this building, I can't start spending that much money on toys.
No, I hear you. I've actually been okay with the Hot Toys. I only have two officially, but yeah, no, I hear you. They are tough. They are tough to stay away. But those rising prices are making it a little bit easier. Once you see them cross that $300 mark, you're like, nah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, that's kind of hard for one
Yeah,
figure.
yeah,
Mayfix might be
exactly.
the only, I guess, more upscale line that I probably will end up going down that rabbit hole here. But
Man, they are nice. They've been pumping out some good stuff. So we got Toll Joe's HQ says
hey,
the man collects is the first toy hunt videos I started watching on YouTube earlier this year. He doesn't know yet, but he is kind of like my mentor. Hey man, that is awesome.
that is
That
flattering.
is
Yeah,
freaking
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I
Told
will say,
Joe's. Sorry.
Tall Joe has put a comment on one of my videos that made me about to spit a drink out going down the road laughing out loud. I had done a wrap up video to Walmart. It was late at night and I didn't buy anything, but I didn't pay attention how dark it was in the cab of my truck. But when I was doing my wrap up, he put a comment saying that my wrap up was one flash shot away from a Blair Witch project. And whatever reason, dude, that cracked me up. So, and I went back and watched it. I was like, oh man, all you can see is like a little bit of my eyes and the slight outline of my face. But like I said, he
Oh, that
cracked me
is
up.
awesome. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually. So, Told Joe's, I appreciate you, brother, for dropping that comment. Honestly, I know I'm maybe I'm speaking for the man collects, but it's that type of comment, that is basically the fuel to do what we do,
That
right?
makes it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. That kind of tells us, like, you know what, you're doing just fine, right? So I appreciate you, Told Joe's HQ, once again, for that awesome comment, and of course Rolando dropping Told Joe's HQ YouTube channel right there. So definitely go check him out. Pop the Bounty Calendar says, "Nice pickup, General Kenobi." Yeah, man. Like I said, I was feeling, like I wasn't part of the cool kids, finding, this Boba's like left and right. I'm like, man, come on now, like, how you gonna do me like that? Rolando says, "Awesome, awesome wife."
Yes, she is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tony says, "Thanks, Rolando." Absolutely. Hey, Joey says,
Ah,
"The
thank you.
Padawan collects. Just subscribe to the man collects." That's awesome, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. So Joey goes toy hunting as well for vintage Kenner Star Wars, but he does it on a whole other level, man. So my man has, again, like a network of contacts now. Dealers, different stores. He'll go like physically out to collectible stores, try to get those deals. He basically completed the full run of the old Kenner toys for Star Wars, and
Oh,
now he's doing play sets, and I think he's still working on his graded run. So my man is nuts. All right, so I love watching his stuff. The stuff that he finds is incredible. LeBron says, "How's everything going? We're doing good, man. We're talking toys. We're talking toy hunting, and we got Jeff from Star Wars Addict. Hello there. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you for coming in, man." And yeah, saying Rolando saying hi. Hey, what's going on, man? And dropping Jeff's Instagram right there. So appreciate you, Rolando. Thank you so much, man, for doing the job there. So again, guys, so this is the Man Collects YouTube, and you also need to go check him out over on Instagram, where he posts a lot of the stuff that he finds. Right, I know that guy, and so you'll notice very quickly that my man finds basically everything that's out there. So if you guys want to stay informed of what's hitting the shelves, you definitely need to follow him. So we got here some. What is this one? Oh, this is the platinum, right?
yeah,
Um,
the Farthing Collectors. I'd actually ordered
yes.
that thing from Big Bad Toy Store because I saw online everybody that seemed to be ordering that was getting it. But someone on a random Facebook group had posted about Books a Million, and I went there.
No way.
They had 4 of those Superman figures, 3 regulars, and that 1 platinum left. But I will tell you one sad thing I discovered about that. And I
Uh oh.
actually, if you watch the wrap up video where I show that, you can see me kind of flick the side of the box. There's a little itty bitty crack in the plastic.
Oh,
I was like, oh man.
dang it. Yeah, there's always something, right? There's that. Yeah. So again, his toy hunts, and so this awesome Nightfall Batman. That by the way, guys, if you guys want a shot at winning this on a giveaway, my man, our mutual friend Yukon Phil is having his 1,500 subscribers giveaway going on. So go check him out here on YouTube. He posted a video explaining the rules. It's pretty simple. So also follow him on Instagram. He posted the rules there as well. So he's basically going to going to be giving away this guy here, which is the Nightfall Batman. So very very cool. And I just saw this at Target finally. Again, for some reason, I'm like playing catch up down here. Like it, people have been seeing it for months now, it seems, and I'm barely seeing it. But
And the
how do you?
Sentinel and that, I can't wait to get the Sentinel. Honestly, the Jet, I was a
Yes,
little disappointed with the Jet. It was
yes,
for $35. I mean, that's
yeah,
one thing I probably should have waited for clearance.
yeah, exactly. And I was gonna say that. So once I held it in my hand, I was like, this first of all, this is a small box, right? Uh, and I'm like, this is like a one seater, right? I mean, it's really more, and I think they even show it here. Maybe not on the packaging, but yeah. So it's smaller than I thought it was gonna be, and again, it's not particularly cheap. So how do you feel about these new X-Men '97 figures? They're
Honestly, but as far as that scale and that the Epic Heroes line, I don't know if you've ever gotten any of those. They're not that bad for the price point. I mean, they're not any kind of high grade collector's item. I mean, I think Hasbro is going to put out a line of Marvel Legends of the X Men '97, but
yeah,
for the price point, 10, $11 for one of those little figures. The Wolverine, especially, is pretty cool. I've got all
yes,
of those so far. I've actually got some shorts on, showing them a little bit closer on
nice.
YouTube there. But yeah, the well, I call it the Blackbird, from back in the day. But the X Men X Jet, whatever they're calling it there, it's probably the weakest I've gotten out of those so far.
So here you go. Yeah, so I actually kind of like this presentation. I like the art. Obviously very reminiscent as it should be, right, of the show. So
One thing
there you
they
go.
did that I really like, if you get like Cyclops and Rogue and Storm and Wolverine, they made Wolverine way shorter than the others.
Perfect.
That's perfect. They didn't put in the same height as the other characters. I was
Yes,
happy with
good
that.
job. Finally, right? Finally understood that. So, I'll be honest with you, that looks a lot better than I thought. So I've seen him on the pegs a couple times now, but all right, you know what? This is not too bad. I like that.
And
And
those
I
I
think
jumped
you
on.
had
I mean, those are everywhere right now in my area. And most
yes,
of the time, those little series of figures are always end up on clearance. But X Men
yeah.
'97, I couldn't wait. I had to get them.
No, I hear you. I saw the Cyclops, and he used to be my favorite character back then. When the show was going on. I don't know. There's something about him that I always liked. Of course, everybody's favorite was Wolverine. I was like, I don't know, man. I kind of like Cyclops a little bit better. Oh, that looks pretty good. That actually shows a lot more articulation than I thought they were going to. Honestly.
And they're
So
posable. I mean, I was surprised. I
yeah,
mean, their legs aren't very big, and you see how I've got them kind of spread and bent there. I was
yeah,
surprised, especially on that little rotating platform. I didn't think they would stand up without a base or something. But like I said, they're
man,
pretty nice for $10. I'll take them. Now
absolutely,
she
man.
was the hardest one to get to stand because her
Uh,
feet are tiny, tiny. But and this video actually, when I've got her with her power punch feature on, it cuts away right before she fell off the turntable. So that was some creative
Perfect.
editing.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man, these are definitely not bad. Very cool. Again, I'm just glad that we are getting some new X Men. Well, what I consider to be my X Men, right? The ones that I grew up with. So yeah, guys, once again, definitely go check out The Man Collects here on YouTube and also on Instagram, like I mentioned. And so, how do you feel about how are you doing with the DC Multiverse? I see you got a few of the newest, bangers out here.
I've got that's the line I'm probably the deepest into, and
Oh yeah,
I've the new stuff. The only thing I haven't found yet that I want is the Gold Label Blue Beetle. And I went out trying to find him one weekend. I went looking for him. I got him actually a day early before it's supposed to have been released. I was surprised
nice.
Target didn't have it street dated, but like I said, the Blue Beetle I'm trying to find now. The coolest thing they've had come out, in my opinion, in the last little while, that Superman Doomsday 2-pack. I mean, it's got
Yes.
issues. My Doomsday is like everybody else. You pick him up and wiggle him and he's loose, but it's still an awesome figure. And that Nightfall Batman is just gorgeous. I love that thing.
Yeah, yeah. That Nightfall Batman is a doozy. So which actually reminds me, I need to enter Yukon's Fields giveaway. So
I've
uh,
already got one, but I entered it too. So
there you go. I like that. So here it is out of the box. Look at that. Yeah, that looks pretty good, man.
yeah, the Doomsday figure I loved. I've got 2 or 3 shorts on there. I've been calling Batman's Bad Day on some of the ones, and I
Oh
put
yeah,
Doomsday in there. Stomping Batman and wrecking the Batmobile, all
that's
kinds of stuff.
awesome. Yeah,
Playing with my toys on my lunch break at work. So
absolutely. Yeah. So very very cool. Again, guys, definitely go check out the Man Collects here on Instagram for some up to date. If you want to keep your ear to the ground of what's hitting shelves. Again, he's definitely on the front lines of the toy hunt community here. So, oh, did you pick up this guy?
I did. I was lucky enough to get it.
Nice,
Actually, that thing stayed up, and in my area when I was on there, I got two of them. I'm not gonna lie. I want to open one and keep one in the box, but
perfect.
it was available for at least 20, 25 minutes when I
Really?
was on there for it finally showed it. Currently unavailable, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was very glad to get that. I hope that Batmobile is a little better than than the first one we got.
True, true, true. Yeah, it's got its issues, but I'll be honest with you, I'm just happy this exists now. So very, very cool, man. Um, any new line that you're considering or that you maybe just started?
I get more into the GI Joe classifies, but one line I keep looking at, I haven't really, I don't have any of them yet, but everybody's craze right now is Mythic Legions. But
Yeah,
seeing some
I keep
stuff
hearing
people are
that.
doing with those, and it's kind of like Hot Toys. I'm trying to stay away from them. 'Cause I'm afraid I'll go broke buying them. But yeah, Mythic
Yeah, I know.
Legions might be one I want to get into. And like I said, Mayfex, I look at those every day. I've got two or three in my shopping carts. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. But
Actually pulled the trigger. No, I hear you. Yeah, Mythic Legends. I know that's the rave of of most of the, I guess, most of the bigger toy hunters, right? Like they've kind of all gotten into them. But I'm right there with you. I mean, the way I understanding is if you kind of miss them at the time that they release, they kind of go up in price pretty fast too. So if you want to go back to get older sets or older characters, things like that, especially like the bigger figures like the ogres and things like that, they really do go up in price too. So don't get me wrong, they look amazing. I mean, they look like they're very well made, but
that's
yeah,
kind of like me. They look good, but to be honest with everything, I'm more of into comic book related stuff. They don't really scale a lot with the stuff that I've got. I mean, maybe the Gladiator Batmans and some of
true.
those ones are kind of out there, but
That's
that's one
actually a good
reason I
point.
haven't really got into them. And I don't know if I'd want to keep them in box or out of box or whatever with that. But like I said, they look cool. I will say that. And some of the
Yeah.
custom work people do with those looks great.
Oh, there's like a crazy community out there, and by crazy I mean like crazy awesome, not like not like nuts, but that they do some very very cool like customization with those things. I've seen a few dioramas made with those. Man, it looks incredible. I don't know where I would put it, but it looks amazing, right? Um, so we were talking about. I kind of pulled out my non Star Wars pickups to show off back here in lieu of our guest here. And one thing, and I think you guys might remember this, but one thing that I was telling him is that when I received my Craven the Hunter, right there, you guys know that I love that line from Marvel Legends, the '90s. I guess they call it retro now. The '90s retro Spider-Man packaging. I'm all about that. Okay, I'm a sucker for carbacks. You guys know that just in general. And then that is my Spider-Man, right? Like that is the cartoon that I grew up watching. So I'm normally kind of a sucker when it comes to those figures. So I pre-ordered Craving from Walmart, and then they shipped it first of all in just a freaking mailer, like just a bag, honestly. Um, and for whatever reason, which I still don't know, they just left it out in the driveway. Now, this is Texas, all right. This is Texas in the summer. So that day when I came out, out of from work and came back to that bag, it was like 108, 109 out there. It was hot, is what I'm trying to say. So when I cracked open the package and saw that it was Craven, and um, it was not not cool. Oh, am I not showing it? There we go. So my figure actually sweated from the inside. I don't know if you guys can see that here on the stream, but that's condensation that's all inside the bubble. So yeah, I wasn't happy. It's just one of those things. I guess I never thought it was gonna happen, but yeah. So obviously, left it inside, let it cool down, and some of that stuff did go away. but there's like small, smidges here and there. But yeah, this is
Oh
what I was
man,
talking about.
you can look at his face there. He looks like he's burning up in there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He does not look comfortable, not even on that nice vest that he has going on. So yeah, um, do you have any, I guess, sort of recent or some that have left a lingering um, bad experiences with maybe like Walmart or Amazon? Is also very very noticeable for doing that kind of stuff
Now,
on your
Walmart's the
orders.
worst with me. They'll say, like the bubble mailers, he'll come in and like I have things shipped to my office. For one, I'm working in Virginia. I live in Tennessee. It's cheaper sales tax to have things
Oh,
shipped to
smart.
Virginia, and then I'm there at the office where stuff's not going to be sitting outside here. But you'll get stuff in. You'll have your figure in a bubble mailer, and you'll order like a pack of ink pens. They'll put that in a big box, and it'll be on top of the bubble mailer, and the stuff will be crushed. But and Amazon, I don't get how they do stuff. 'Cause a lot of stuff I get from them, I'll order one multiverse figure. They're about that big. It'll be in
Yeah.
a box that big with no filler in
Yes.
it, so it's split all
Yeah.
around the box and beat all the
Yeah.
crap by the time that you get it. But those are the two worst ones for me: is Walmart and Amazon. I will say though, Amazon's gotten better on the last few. I've been trying to give them more props in my videos. I haven't gotten anything from them in the last little while. It's been damaged. So actually,
That's
McFarlane
good.
Toy Store has been the worst one lately that I've ordered from.
Really?
Stuff coming in beat up.
Oh man, they were usually okay. I've only ordered a couple of things from them directly. Um, I'm a big fan of the Doom line, Doom as in the game. I have a few back there. Oh, back there of the McFarlane, and so I've ordered a couple of figures directly from their store, and they were just fine. But yeah, I don't order very very often from them.
And one thing I did get from that, the EQL stuff they were doing, I'll brag on them. This is another exclusive. I have not shown these pickups on my channel yet.
Oh snap!
I got the, all the glare there, but the 30th anniversary Nightfall Batman at San Diego
Nice.
Comic Con, dying to tear this thing open, dude. I
Oh
just can't
man.
do it. But that came, they had that. I mean, it was bulletproof. It could have got ran over by a truck and the thing wouldn't have got hurt. And then the same way with this, I got the 85th, oops, turned around the wrong way, the 85th Superman there.
Yes.
But those things came in perfect, and that's two things I was very glad that came in that way. But
Oh,
I'll,
absolutely
I'll
right. If they
brag
were,
on them on that. So
yeah, if they were gonna do it right with some figures, let it be those for sure. That's awesome, and that Nightfall looks amazing.
I know, looking at the pictures online, this figure looks great, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I can open. I know I will want another one in box, and I'll wait till I buy it till it's probably like $800 on eBay, and then try to buy the thing then. So I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
hear
gonna do
you.
with it. But again, I brought in a couple more exclusives there to show tonight. While I was on your
Appreciate it,
channel.
man. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you. So let me catch up here real quick with the chat. Jeff saying, "Love you, Rolando." Yes, we all do. Rolando kills it out here. And speaking of, he dropped your Instagram. So right there,
Thank you,
guys.
Orlando.
Again, the man collects over on Instagram. If you guys want to see what's out there, the latest and greatest, definitely go check him out. Rolando saying, "Type Batman on this Yukon Field video." There you go. Rolando just made it super easy for you guys. That's the link to Yukon Phil's giveaway of the Nightfall Batman. You don't want to miss that, okay? Right after the stream, that's actually what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go sign up because I like that Batman. Okay, I don't collect DC. You guys know this, but Nightfall is one of my favorite, Batman stories. Uh, it's when I actually started reading a little bit more DC, and so that set that you just showed from SDCC, those are beautiful. LeBron says Craven looks great. Yeah, he looks good, man. It's just I didn't know action figures could sweat, but hey, apparently they can. So um oh, so one thing, speaking of, horrible, I guess, experiences, I showed you earlier, but I wanted to show it here in the stream. So I got my Walmart exclusive, mind you, because obviously it had to be Walmart exclusive Arc Commander Colt in a mailer, right? And this is how it was. So if you guys can see right there, the bubble is crushed. So I'm assuming it hit something on the bubble, and it just basically tore itself off of the card. So yay, Walmart. Um, it's a nice figure. I'm not gonna lie, like it's a nice figure. I think I'm gonna hold off on doing a review. What do you guys think? We should probably do it on the Toy Talk now on Monday nights. because it just kind of makes sense. It's already off, but give you a sneak preview right there. If this thing can focus, portrait looks great. The details on the armor, the pouches, all of that looks pretty good, to be honest with you. So yeah, really nice figure overall. It's just not cool. Okay, it's just not cool. So I actually have another one on order for a buddy of mine, and hopefully, if that one gets in, in good shape. I already told him, he's usually an opener, so I think we might do a little switcheroo here. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wanted to get two of those because I had a feeling that something like that was going to happen. So I was only able to order one though at the time. But anyway, it is Walmart, so you I guess you get what you kind of expect with them. But unfortunately, I probably will never see that one here on Pegs, to be honest.
Yeah, I do this, and I'm sure you and probably people in the chat as well. I'll order something from Walmart. It'll come in. It'll be damaged. It'll be the wrong figure. It'll be opened. And I'm like, man, I'm never ordering from these blankety blanks again. I'm never giving them my money. And then
Yeah,
2 days later, something pops up.
yeah,
That's the price.
that's
I'm gonna get
exactly what I was gonna say. And it's funny you mentioned that because that exact experience happened to me with what was it? Another Spider-Man figure. Was it Scorpion? What was the previous exclusive? Maybe the cell shaded one. I'm blanking out right now. But the point is that I ordered one, right? And they're like, oh, yeah, we have it in stock. It's actually not my closest one, but let's say the runner up that's close. And I was like, oh, I'll just order it to pick it up, right? And I don't want to jinx it with the mailing. So I'll just pick it up. And they're like, yeah, it's going to be ready in like an hour. And then they tell me, oh, yeah, you ordered it already. I was like, all right. And for whatever reason, I double checked and they're like, "Oh, your original item was not in stock, so we substituted with like
subs. Ugh.
similar." I was like, "What?" And it was like, what was it? I think it was like a Hercules Marvel Legend, figure, and like something else, like maybe a Black Panther, something like that. And I was like I get that it says Marvel Legends, but come on, guy, like it's not. That's not how it this works. So obviously canceled the order. I called them. They're like, oh yeah, no, we don't have that one, and it wasn't available. Blah blah. Blah. Fast forward, then Craving pops out, and I'm like, dang it, I kind of need that. So, there we
I
go
saw one
again.
guy. He posted. I can't remember who it was now on YouTube the other day, but he had ordered. I know Scrap Iron was one that he ordered. The GI Joe Classifies a new one. And another one of the new ones might have been Rock and Roll, but it showed to be in stock at his Walmart. Well, he'd already been there and seen it wasn't on the shelf, so he ordered it off the app. And when he goes to pick it up, they had subbed Scrap Iron with a little drone set for Snake Eyes and Timber, which is everywhere. The
Oh yeah.
best one though was the new single classified. They had subbed. I think it was either the movie Baroness from the Snake Eyes movie that is
Oh
everywhere, or it was that
yes,
Retro Carter one that is everywhere. I thought, man, that's a
that
far.
one too.
It says GI Joe. I know that is a
Uh,
far cry from what the
yeah.
guy tried to get.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, that went, somebody went very simple on that algorithm, because yeah, no. So yeah, I hear you. So tell us a little bit about the plans here for the new man cave. Do you got a layout thinking? Are you gonna do, character wise, line wise? Like, how's it gonna be split up?
It's going to be line wise. If I didn't have such a mess in here, I would take my camera off and kind of show it. But
That's all right.
the main wall running from, you see the white back here going all the way up. It's going to be shells mostly for the multiverse. I've got the most DC multiverse in McFarlane's,
Nice.
but I want to try to group everything and of course leave empty space as it grows. But like I said, McFarlane is going to be the dominant thing in here. But I plan on having all the action figures on shelves on the walls. I've still got some posters and some old advertisements from the movie theater. I want to hang those in here. I was a Lego guy before I got into action figures this time. I've
Nice.
always wanted a Lego train around the ceiling.
Oh, that's
So my
awesome.
wife and I have talked. We're going to try to get a Lego train in here. But as far as some stuff I'm going to be doing now that I've got this, another thing I'll announce on here, I don't have a time frame, but I am going to start a live stream because
Yes.
what got me interested really in trying to do stuff on YouTube was the Lego, and a lot of the Lego YouTubers do live stream Lego builds. So I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to just get on here, build a Lego set. Whoever gets in the chat, we'll talk about toys. I bring somebody on, we'll talk about life, or they want to talk about. But I'm hoping
Perfect.
to start that. I'm hoping by maybe after Labor Day. Depends on once I get my collection in here and get everything set up. And like I told you, I'm on a new Wi-Fi, in this little room. I'm kind of using you as a guinea pig to make sure this is going to work for a live stream. That I've got enough bandwidth and everything. But that's my plan for here is turn this in my little nerd kingdom, and then start doing some live streams and getting a little more involved in the YouTube community. Using this little building where I can hide and not bother my family while I'm doing this.
Dude, that is gonna be awesome, and I'm so glad you decided to do that. It's gonna be super fun. Count me in for sure. I'll tune in definitely. I've told the chat and I've told you guys also that I'm not a Lego guy, not because I don't like Legos. I'm not a patient man. Okay, I am just not. And that today I was at the I told you I was at the Walmart also, and I saw a Lego Superstar Destroyer, from Star Wars, and I believe that's an exclusive set to Walmart.
Yeah, the
And
smaller scale, and that thing is nice. I
yes,
like that.
right. I was like, oh man, like, I had it in my hand, and there was a few of them, right? And I was like, that's one of my favorite ships. First of all, like, from the movies, and I just kind of like the way that thing looks, and I'm like, I was like, but I can't. I was like, I need to find somebody, here locally that'll build it for me, because
Have you ever
yeah,
looked into Lego Star Wars, what they've got, like the UCS, the Ultimate Collector Series line? That big Super Star Destroyer and a Star
yes,
Destroyer and Millennium Falcon.
yeah,
And they got an
awesome.
AT-AT I can probably sit on
Yes,
and ride if the thing was
yeah.
motorized.
Yeah, I love going to the Lego store and just looking at those things. They are insane. That clone carrying the LAAT, the ship, from Clone Wars or from Episode 2. That thing is insane. It's gorgeous. It's so, like, it's huge. Yeah, no, that, like, trust me, they look amazing. But I'm like, just thinking about, me taking like 3 weeks just to, like, put the cockpit together. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
See, that's therapy for me. That's what got me into Lego. I had a lot of personal stuff going on a few years ago, and like I said, I could buy a Lego set, and when I would pour it out in front of me, and I'm got the instructions, putting the pieces, all that stuff just kind of faded into the background. So to me, that's what I
Perfect.
do for stress relief. And now I've kind of substituted that with going to 15 WalMarts and 30 Targets a week. One Lego set is, well, sometimes depending on what you buy, is easier on the man's wallet than going to Target 15 times a week.
Yeah, true. Very, very true. Especially, I feel like we're finally getting, a restock of most lines. Honestly, I've seen, obviously, TMNT is blowing up, because of the movie, and but some of the retro stuff is also finally making it out here. Marvel, hitting it with the Avengers. Star Wars a little bit, not too much, but more so than the past, like maybe 2 months for sure. And the DC multiverse, which I kind of feel like that's one of the lines that are a little bit healthier, quote unquote. Um, on just on the regular, you can find some new stuff. I feel more often than a lot of the other lines. I kind of feel definitely more than Hasbro, is what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes, I mean, I love McFarlane. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes I think it's kind of quality over quantity. He has been
True,
pumping stuff out,
true.
and he got these Jokerized repaints. I've bought most of them, so I can't say much about it. I guess I'm part of the problem.
Yeah,
But, the Jokerized Joker. That's one thing that got me scratching my head. It's like he was probably sitting in his office and scratched his head. Thought,
yeah.
throw this out there. This is everybody will buy it. Trust me, and people are.
Exactly. And yeah, I was gonna say, and the worst thing is that he's not wrong. I did see, what did I see? Oh yeah, these guys. A couple days back. Man, what is going on when I join my? There we go. So I saw those guys, and I was like, huh. And I think I even posted, Batman, are you okay? Like, because I was like, what do you mean, like, Two-Face Batman? And now, don't get me wrong, this guy in the bottom looks like nuts. Like, I kind of like this one a lot. It's the old, what do you call it, Dark Knight Returns style, I guess, of the Batman,
It
and
has been the
obviously,
Build-A-Horse
yeah,
figure way that was
yeah,
out a while back. Now, the
yeah,
Two-Face is Batman. I'm not too familiar with the more of the Elseworlds and kind of what if style DC. I think he was a character from one of those maybe Elseworld stories, but like I
probably.
said, that was after I stopped reading. I'm not familiar, but that stinking Two Faces Batman is one I've been trying to find that I can't find. So.
Oh, no way! Dang it, man! I need to start hitting you up on those.
Well, actually, I was going to tell you when I got on here, I got a little bit of a bone to pick with you about
Uh
something.
oh.
One of your videos I watched here a while back, you found that battle damaged Best Action Casey Jones. as a little subjects or whatever that little
Oh
line
yes,
is. But
yes, yes,
I
yes.
had commented on that, and you commented back. As much as you toy hunt, you probably already found it, or will find it soon. I
Right.
have not found that. You
Oh no
jinxed
way.
me, dude. I have not found that yet.
Oh dang it, man. I'm sorry. My dark side powers sometimes, get out of control, man. I did not mean to do that, man. That sucks. I'll keep an eye out, but I haven't found. Well, no, you know what? I take that back. Uh, I found this guy for a buddy of mine right now at
Oh, that one is nice. I've come close to buying that several times.
yeah. So he collects TMNT like everything. And so I sent him a picture. He's like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and grab that." So I thought it looks cool, like that. Sort of like the cell shaded that they're doing
The
is
shading, that
pretty
blue
cool.
color on that is just so sick.
Yes,
That looks great.
exactly. So I like this one. I mean, this one looks very nice. Um, but yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. Now I'll keep an eye out. But like I said, it's kind of bone dry out here when it comes to NECA. NECA's not doing great out here. That's probably like the most I've found in like a month, maybe more. Um, but that's funny. I mean, not necessarily like haha funny, but
I'll find. I've looked
that's
online yet. I'll order it from Amazon if I have to.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless
No,
is that I don't know, it might be exclusive. I don't know if it's an exclusive or not. I don't know
actually,
much
that's a
about
good point.
that figure line.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure on that one. I do tend to see him a lot more on Target. I will say that.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, Walmart, the NECA sections of Walmarts I go to, which I'm going to say they suck, but no, out of the last few times I found the Part 1 Turtle 2-packs again. I've already got those, but still, it's cool to see them. But
yeah, absolutely. It's funny you say that. I just saw those. Well, one of them, and I don't think I ever saw the original release. So that's kind of nuts. Let me see here real quick. We got Robert. Hey there, Bunker Bunch. Oh, so thank you for reminding me, Robert. Guys, so we actually have a little poll going on that stemmed from Monday's stream, Monday's Toy Talk. So please go check it out over at the YouTube community tab. I kind of want to choose a name for the chat. What do you guys think? So Bunker Bunch is one of the options there. So go ahead, cast your vote. We'll leave it open for another week or so, and then probably next high ground we'll go ahead and reveal uh, what we're gonna call ourselves. So definitely go check that out. LeBron saying smack that like button like it just said yo mama. Appreciate that, LeBron. Thank you. And yeah, guys, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and hit that like button. It supposedly, lets the algorithm know that we are doing a good job, that you guys are enjoying it, and it should help push out the content out there on YouTube. Rolando saying hi to Gilster. LeBron, same thing. Rolando dropping Gilster's or Robert's Instagram right there. Gil says, not collecting Lego at the moment. Out of sight, out of mind. I hear you, man.
don't look at it because they got some good stuff out right now, and their prices have actually came down a little bit
They're
from what they
not.
were.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not that bad. I was looking at that today. Saying back to Rolando and LeBron. Robert says just got back from Walmart, picked up a retro crank. Oh, cool. TMNT, very cool. Those retros are like they speak to me, man. That's my childhood right there. But I'm like, I
Yeah, I love
cannot.
those things.
Yeah, but oh man, I can't dive back into it. Nice skills, sir. Definitely. Thanks, card is mint. Oh, nice, good job. We got our brother Elijah. What's going on, man? General and the Bunker Bunch. Yeah, it's getting traction. It's getting traction. I kind of like it. Rolando saying hi to Elijah, and Elijah saying hi to Rolando. Appreciate you guys. So, we're getting to the last couple minutes here on the stream. Anything that you have coming up that you want to talk about here?
I just going to continue pumping out videos. Like I said, I will have the live stream. Hopefully, get that started some next month. Going here and just kind of keep trying to keep growing in the community. When I first started, just to go a little bit back into some history, and like everybody else says, I didn't think anybody would watch my stuff. I can't believe the response I've gotten. But I remember Yukon Phil was the first channel. There may have been someone else that didn't have their subscriptions public, but it popped up and said he had subscribed. I was
Yeah.
like, this is a big time YouTuber. Dude's got like 1,000 subscribers. So I feel kind of partial to him. And then you weren't too far behind him, but your channel's
Yeah.
proud to me. So you two guys, like I said, I hold you guys in high regard. Like
Oh,
Tall
I
Joe said
appreciate that, man.
earlier, I'm his mentor. You guys are ones that I look up to in this community for sure. So I was
I
really,
appreciate
really
that, man.
excited when you asked me to be on here. So I do appreciate the opportunity to be here and to get to speak with you.
No, I totally appreciate you coming in, first of all. But second of all, I mean, look at all the reveals, man. I mean, you got the SEC exclusive. You're showing us, the blank canvas where you will paint your masterpiece, of Toy Room. So I cannot wait for that. Say thank you to your wife about that Origami X-Wing. That thing is freaking dope, man. That is so cool. And I appreciate you guys thinking about, me when you decided to do that. So thank you for that. But now, man, you have been killing it. I mean, your growth has been amazing, and it's all of your hard work, right? Like I said, guys, um, the consistency and the quality of his hunts is just incredible. I don't know that I've seen, for sure recently I have not, but I don't know that I've ever seen anybody pump out so much content, so consistent, in such good quality, and it just being so prolific, honestly. And so that's awesome. It's good to see. It's like I told you, backstage. It's a little bit refreshing, right? Because I don't have to tell you, we the toy hunting kind of went through a little valley, right? I feel kind of, at the first half of this year, it's kind of like, a lot of people are like, you know what, I'm gonna take a break, or you know what, I think I'm getting out of the game altogether. So it's awesome to see people like coming into the hobby. Sorry, not into the hobby, but into the YouTube space, and just kind of reinvigorating that. So appreciate all the hard work. And before we leave here, guys, one final reminder: please go check out the Man Collects here on YouTube. Once again, the YouTube channel is pinned here on the top of the chat. Also, check him out on Instagram. Like I said, that's how you're gonna find out when toys are actually in stores, because my man is at the front line every day. So please go check him out. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping, and since my man, the Man Collects, is giving us so many exclusive reveals here, I got one of my own. But first of all, reminder, guys, myself, General Economics Bunker, our friends from our brothers from the Countdown City Geeks, our brother Daniel, Legacy of Nerd, and David from Star Wars Talk Podcast, we will be in attendance on this convention called CadabraCon at the end of September. This is in Portland, Texas, and in case you don't know, that is basically next to Corpus Christi. So we're gonna be in attendance. We are gonna be doing a lot of stuff there. We're gonna be covering the event, obviously, but we are also gonna participate a little bit. So um, I want to show you guys this here, because this is an exclusive reveal right now, that that's something that's gonna happen. Okay, at that convention again. That's called CadabraCon. So, for the very first time, we are going to have an episode of The High Ground on stage.
Oh,
That's right. We're going to have live, you know, a live audience while we do The High Ground. So, our friends at Cadabracon have agreed to let me, for some reason, don't ask me why. I think, I don't think they were in the right senses where they did it, but they're gonna let me take over the main stage, and we're gonna do an episode of The High Ground, guys. So don't ask me what I'm gonna do or what I'm gonna talk about. I have zero clue, but it's gonna be fun. And if nothing else, you can all watch me crash and burn in public. So that's gonna happen again over at CadabraCon at the end of September. So I wanted to show this to you guys, since our guest tonight just kept, showcasing some of his exclusive stuff here. So, which I appreciate. And yeah, so I just want to share this with you guys. Super excited, super nervous. Again, zero clue of what I'm gonna do up there with a bunch of people, watching live, right? But again, it's gonna be fun. I think we're in for a treat. So if you guys are in Texas by any chance, hopefully you can make it out there to the event. Again, that is in Portland, Texas, basically next to Corpus Christi. And if not, if you guys have friends, that like this kind of stuff, let them know. I think it's going to be a good event. Once again, the Legacy of Nerd, Star Wars Podcast, Countdown City Geeks, and myself, we're going to be out there in force. So that is my big announcement. I hope that you guys can tune in, if nothing else. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting experience.
that's awesome.
So
I'll definitely be
as
there
we
for that.
wrap up here, yeah, um, as we wrap up here, let me just catch up here with the chat. Very very quick. Legacy Nerd says Bunker Bunch. Saying hi to Elijah. Bunker Bunch for the wing. It looks like it, man. Saying hi to Robert. Jerry Kenobi is famous. I don't want to brag, but he's my neighbor. So we've said it before, but yeah, I'm living or soon to be living very a lot closer to Daniel. Um, Robert says, just
Hey,
subscribe, man. Collects,
thank you.
save on playlist too. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, you guys will not be disappointed. Definitely go check him out. Especially if you like toy hunting. He is just freaking a machine. All right, you're gonna enjoy all of his stuff. Tony says, "Whoa, yes, sir. It'll happen. Yes, it's gonna happen. You know, I don't know which way it's gonna go, but it'll be there." Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that, brother. Robert says that's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it, man. Saying hi to Star Wars Sith, and so yeah. So thank you so much, guys, here for chatting with us on this fine Wednesday night. Thank you to my guest here, the Man Collects, once again. Please go check him out on YouTube, on Instagram. Thank you to all of those that said that are already sub, for our friend here. His channel is blowing up. I cannot wait, to see, dude. You're gonna pass like my sub count like this month, dude. Like honestly,
I
like
gained
it's.
6 subs during this live stream, so thank you for having me on.
Hey, there you
Thank
go.
everyone in the
Awesome.
chat.
Yeah, you guys are awesome, Chad. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Once again, you will not be disappointed. Great member of the community, as you guys just witnessed. Sorry for the past hour, and an amazing toy hunter and content creator. So, thank you so much here for chatting with us on this Wednesday night. Thank you for joining us. We wish you all the best with the future projects that you got going on. I cannot wait to start doing those live streams, man. Definitely join. Like I said, anybody that can successfully build a Lego set is a hero in my mind because that's not me.
Only bad thing, I'll say this and I'll quit rambling on. I try not to cuss in any of my videos because my kids watch them and I'll get a lecture, from my little man if he hears me cussing on there. But building Lego sets, anybody that does that, that is one that can be frustrating. I'm hoping if I let something slip or build something wrong, I don't go on a big, 4 letter word rant for like 30 minutes. But yeah, looking forward to it and very appreciatively he had me on here tonight. Like I said, kind of hate it for you. You're probably going to have your lowest watch stream ever with me on here, but I
Nah,
really
you're
appreciate it,
crazy.
man. It's been great.
Yeah, dude, this was super fun. You're welcome, back anytime. Hopefully, in a couple months or so, once you got your new place running up, we'll have you back and you'll give us like a quick tour, of the new toy room. So I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. So once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the chat. You guys were on fire. I appreciate you as always joining here. And again, guys, yes, Legacy of Nerd saying Countdown City Geeks taking over CadaverCon. Yes, we are. So once again, guys, go spread the word a little bit on that convention if you could. We are getting a very high level of access, like I just told you guys. So we want to have a good turnout there. So thank you again. Y'all have a good night. Go check out the Man Collects. Thank you to everybody that's up. Thank you to everybody that left us a like, that dropped us a comment, and yeah, that's it. We'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Have a good night.